What's up, YouTubers? It's me, Jaguar Productions, doing a TV show review on Squid Game Season 3. Now, before we begin, I wanted to apologize for me not being able to keep in tabs with you these past couple of weeks. As I'm sure you know, a few weeks ago I lost my job at Lit Pizza, Hasn't been easy trying to find another job since then, but we just gotta keep trying. Now, I also want to say I know you all haven't enjoyed the last few videos I've posted on the movies I've seen, but I really hope you all like this one. I don't usually do reviews on TV shows as much as I do movies, but I just try to keep things different, because I know people like to change their routine sometime. And before we start, I hope you get a chance to feel free to hit the subscribe button, like one of my videos, and leave a comment as well to let me know your thoughts on it. Now to begin, before I started watching Season 3 Squid Game, I went online to see the reviews are like, and well, the reviews of it really shocked me. Before Season 3 came out, the reviews on Squid Game had an average reviews of 4.7 out of 5 stars, and just a couple days ago I saw it was changed to 3.6, and I was like, what? Is Season 3 really that bad? And my grandmother gave some thoughts on it. I make sure not to give any spoilers on it because I haven't seen it yet, but I have now, so yeah, going into Season 3, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Had a lot of good moments with the games, not keys and knives. It was a pretty good game of hide and seek, with how you have to open a door with a certain key shape lock. With a certain key with a shape on it, and when you find the exit, you need all 3 keys: square, triangle, and a circle to unlock it. That's pretty clever right there. And it was very shocking to see some characters die in there, like the son and mother. That was very hard to watch, especially the mother killing his own son because he couldn't kill and rather kill the lady who just gave birth to a baby. That was very heartbreaking, very hard to see. And not to mention with the mother killing herself because she couldn't live with the fact that she killed her own son. I'm just wow. And not to mention with the transgender player who just got stabbed by player 222's ex-boyfriend, that was also a shock right there. Not to mention you got player 456 going after one of the players who didn't bring the ammo back to help his friends in the last season. You could tell he was on a revenge spree right there. Not to mention before that, you had him feeling like an empty shell after losing all his friends during the finale of Season 2. You can tell he just feels very hopeless, a sense of no purpose, he just wants to die. And of course you got him choking out the witch lady for messing with him. Wow. Okay. Not to mention going into the 5th game, which is the skip rope one. That was a very interesting one too, because you got all the players trying to jump to jump the time when the rope comes, so that way they don't fall off. It's an interesting game of basically reaction and timing. You gotta make sure you don't react too slow, and you gotta be quick. I'm not sure. I don't think I would do well in that game because, to be honest, I'm pretty sure when it comes to reacting to something, so yeah. And of course you got player 456 being the first to go, carrying 222's baby across. But that was very nice of him to do. And of course you got all the players trying to follow him, even with player, I believe it was 96, trying to push everyone off as they're coming by. I mean, that's to be expected of people, because when you want money, you do anything for money, even kill people. So it's not very surprising. And of course, you got player 222, who's unable to jump since she broke her leg in the last game. She has no choice, but her only choice is dying. So yeah, that was hard to watch. And of course in the last game you got like all like 9. You got all 9 players enjoying their meals like in season 1, and of course with the addition of the newborn baby as player 222. Like that was an interesting thing right there. And of course you got all of them like trying to plot against player 456, the baby, and 125, because because again people tend to want to do anything for money. They would even kill a baby for them. Like, it's a real sense of losing your sense of humanity type of thing. And of course, while that's happening, you got the detective and his crew trying to find the island, with one of the members being an agent for the Squid Game organization. And when it was found out, most of the soldiers were already killed. So yeah, very shocking to see. And of course, later on in the last game, it's strange. I think it was called Squid Game, where you got like 3 like coliseums of the 3 different shapes. And what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to push just at least one guy off, and you move on to the next round. Like you get like 125 is killed off first, but in the next one, everyone just starts killing each other until like player 333, the baby's father, player 456, and the baby are all left standing. And just as when 333 is heading off with the baby to the final shape coliseum, player 456 chases him, and they start to fight it out. And just as about to fall, 333 is hanging on by the fabric of 456 jacket, but then ends up dying. And just as the baby and player 456 was alive, he pressed the starting button because they were the only 2 players left, and the final round hadn't started. So it had to be. So basically, one of the 2 players had to die, which was 456 and the baby. And yeah, like, it was very shocking to notice, but in the same time, I understand why it happened, because, I mean, you're in a situation where you're fighting around, you got 2 players, and obviously, Gihan is not going to kill a baby because he's not a baby killer, so he kills himself. Like, I understand that was very heartbreaking, but at the same time, I can understand the reason why he made it. Like, personally for me, I would never want to kill a baby, and I'm sure none of you would either. I mean, what kind of sane person kills a child? Like, seriously. And of course, when his last words being "humans are," as he falls off, I think it's a nice statement for the show. You could just show, how humans can be very complex. Humans can either be kind, heroic, selfish, greedy, insane, evil. Humans can be a lot of things. Humans are very complex. Many are good, others are bad, and some are even worse than bad. So yeah, it's a good commentary on that. Not to mention the way it ended with the Coast Guard showing up to the island, and the front of me has no choice but to evacuate all members and blow up the facility. Like, I guess that just shows them being well prepared for stuff. And of course you got Juno, the detective, rushing into the island to find his brother with the baby. But with the time bomb, he has to escape it. Like, the way it ended was, I guess it was a pretty nice setup. And of course later on, you got Gihan's friends all like living their lives, like everything's back to normal or something like that. And Gino finds himself with the baby, making him the baby's guardian. And later on, you got player 67's mother about to head off to China after hearing that his daughter was found there, even though in reality the mother knew she was dead. Like, she still ends up going there anyway. Like, not to mention the player 67's mother manages to help one of the players escape the facility and not get killed by the Squid Game members as well. And of course, later on you find Iho meeting with Gihan's daughter, telling him that he's passed away, and gave her all his belongings, including his card with all his leftover money. And later on he finds out finds out that the Squid Game organization is doing recruits in America as well, probably other parts of the world, not just Korea. Like, okay. So yeah, that's my summary on the season 3 of Squid Game. Now, really, now to answer your questions, is Squid Game my favorite season? No, definitely not. Season 1 is my favorite. And like, did I wish they made some changes to the season? Sure. I mean, the only changes I'd make was with how they should have just ended with the organization being exposed, like Korea and the whole world knowing that there was a facility where people are taken away to play games and make money, but they die off if they lost. Like, I feel like they should have wish the world would have been aware of that. And I wish it would have been nice to see like all the VIP members get taken in for questioning as well as all the members in the organization. Like, I'd probably still keep with the front man making an escape and meeting Gi-hun's daughter. I thought that was an interesting setup. It just shows you that even Iho, despite everything he's done, still shows some humanity left of him. And like, I've been hearing stuff online saying that there's going to be a possible spin-off with like an American version of Squid Game. Like, I'm not sure if I'd watch that, because it's not going to have any of the main characters with the exception of the front man and probably Junho, his brother. Yeah, I know some people are feeling mixed about the show. Like, seeing Gi-hun die, I can get that, because to me, Gi-hun is he's like Joel from the last of Squid Game. Joel from The Last of Us. Like, I know seeing Gi-hun probably upsetted the fan base, like Joel did with The Last of Us Part 2. But I can understand the reasons why he killed himself, because it was either he dies or the baby dies, and he's not a baby killer, so it has to be him. Like, really, I feel like the only changes I make to the show was the facility be taken down, because the reason why Gi-hun went into the organization was either one, to save all the players that went in him, which he sort of failed at, except for the baby. 2, to put a stop to the games entirely, and 3, to prove Inho, the front man, how you'll always still have faith in humans, that humans can always be good. And in a way, Gi-hun did succeed at that, showing good in humans. He should have also helped bring down the organization with the help of the detective and his other friends. Like, really, those are the only changes I make. Another would be that when player 456 and 333 are fighting, they could have pressed the start button, and when they fall, 333 died, and there was no need for the baby and Gi-hun to, really, the baby and Gi-hun would have been the winners of that game, and those two would have lived. Like, that's probably what I would make too. But other than that, my only change would be I wish the organization was brought down for good. Because, I'm pretty sure no one likes to see a spin-off to a show, because no one really enjoys those things, unless it's on a character people like to see. So, you know what I mean. So anyway, my ratings for Squid Game Season 3, I think I give it probably a 6 out of 10. Like, really, that's like it. It's not my favorite season. It didn't ruin the show, but it's not Season 1. Like, Season 1 was definitely the best, and arguably, I feel like it didn't need Season 2 or 3. Just felt like one of those shows, like, it's so good, there's no need for another season type of thing, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I hope you've taken a liking to Squid Game Season 3. And be on the lookout for any other videos I have in stock. I plan to do a movie review on F1, along with probably John Wick Ballerina or 28 Years Later. Although it's been a couple weeks since I've seen those two, so I might just do like a little post about those two, giving my thoughts. I'll also be on the lookout for my reviews on Superman, as well as Fantastic Four First Steps. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe, like button, and comment for more videos by Jaguar Productions. Peace.